go ahead and get started with our program. As we go ahead and get started and recognize a bunch of different faces here, we did want to let you know that there is food left over back there. So there is, if you would like some seconds, they are available in limited availability back there. So you can just go ahead and help yourself while we're going through the whole program at any point when you need to. So there you have it. All right, so to start off the program tonight, we are going to just introduce you to the board members who serve the booster organization for this past year, and then introduce you to our new board for next year, so you can get to know the faces that will be helping organize events and such next year. So right off the bat, I would like to ask the following people to come forward: Jay DeVries, Emily Burrell, Melinda Del Falco, and Sharina Vincent. If you four would step forward, please, and come over here. This year, for one reason or another. So I'm going to start out here with Emily Burrell. She has actually been working with the Band Booster organization for the past 7 years. She began her illustrious career with the Band Boosters back when her son Ryan was in the band, and then kept going through Kate, and now will be graduating along with Kate this year. She's been working with uniforms for the past 2 years, and we couldn't have done it without her. So thank you very much, Emily, for all of your wonderful service. Beside her is Jay DeVries. Jay has been working with us for 4 years. I believe all with the uniforms. She's busy talking, but anyway, I think so. She's been with the uniform. Anyway, and so she's also graduating this year with her son, and we thank her for all of her years of service. Jay and Emily actually have a few people they want to thank right now, I believe. Go ahead. Okay, and then also standing next to him is Sharina Vincent. Sharina has been our secretary, I believe, for 2 years, correct? And she's leaving this board this year, but we are very grateful to her for her years of service and all that she has done for the Band Booster organization. So thank you, ladies, very much. I guess we'll let right here. Okay, at this point I'd like to bring up Linda Braley, Beth Sample, Sandy Whitaker, Joe Pagano, and Heather Johnson. If you all would come over here. Sandy has been our fundraiser chairperson for 3 years. She's got a rising senior this year, and she'll be with us on the board for the 2018-19 season. Heather has been with us for 1 year as our chaperone person. She's been the one who's been looking for chaperones for all those events that we've had throughout the year. She also has a rising senior. Next to her then is Joe Pagano. He's been in charge of our pit group. How many years, Joe? Just one? Oh, okay. Anyway, and I believe you have a few people that you'd like to thank at this point. with our concessions this year. She's got a rising junior in the band. And then also beside her is Linda Braley. She's been our, I've got a list here. She was our vice president and also worked concessions with Beth. And then she's also in charge of our events. So this event right here is an example of something that Linda just whips together. And so I just wanted to give a big thank you to Linda for all of that. You all would stay in place right there. I also at this point want to bring up Cindy Enfield, Lorinda Sapp, and Susan Hale. Y'all come over and join them. Cindy has a rising junior in the band, and she has graciously agreed to be our new treasurer this next year. Lorinda has a rising freshman and a senior, and she's going to take on the task of uniforms. And then Susan is going to be our secretary. She's got a rising junior and freshman also in the band. So thank you very much, ladies. And along with my husband and myself, this is your 2018-19 board. Okay, so I forgot to mention at the beginning here that we did want to welcome our distinguished guest this evening. So I believe Mr. Hooper's with us this evening. Is he? He's here somewhere. There he is. There he is back there. Anyway, so he's an honorary mayor here at this time. And I turn it over to
Good evening. Good evening. So in addition to the parents who are on our booster board that we recognize, I also want to take a moment and recognize any of you who helped us throughout the year. So if you chaperoned, if you worked at the concession stand on those hot Friday nights, if you rode buses to competitions, to football games, would you please stand so that we can recognize you for contributing to our students. I want to start by thanking all of you for being here tonight. As I said when we were publicizing the event, this is sort of a wrap up to the year, and we just like to get together, celebrate with each other, eat, because as we all know, it's not a real celebration without food. So I hope that you have all eaten enough, just save me some banana pudding, and we'll be all good. A shout out to Miss Floral. We love 7-year band parents. We hope we don't have 7-year band students. But it's great to have 7-year band parents. So thank you all for everything that you do. In addition to the parents that help us out so much, I want to also take the time to recognize some of our staff members here with the Evans High School Band. They are not here with us tonight, but you will see throughout the evening we will give out a number of awards, and the recipients of those awards will be freshmen all the way up through seniors. And the success that we have here at Evans High School would not be possible without the work that is being done at the middle schools that feed us. So as I said, they're not here, but they may watch the video. So if you will, give a hand for Miss Katie Bennett at Columbia Middle and Steve Pruitt at Columbia Middle. The band program here is like a well-oiled machine that I just have the pleasure, the opportunity to step in and continue driving that machine. But I do not do it by myself. One of these areas that I would be completely lost is with our color guard program. So I do want to take this time, she has a fan club over there, but just take this time to thank Madison DeFalco, who is our guard instructor for her work this year. Another recognition that I want to make this evening, when I was a student at Augusta State, prior to it being Georgia Regents and now Augusta University, I was a student teacher here at Evans High School, and we were fortunate enough this year to be assigned a student teacher from Augusta University. Mr. Dunkirk has been here with us for the whole semester. He is a Lakeside graduate, which we tried to not hold against him, but we have enjoyed having him with us, getting to know the students, and getting to learn sort of what running the band program is like. So Mr. Dunkirk, thank you as well. And then just the last recognition that I want to make before we move on to the students is those of you that hopefully you are aware by now, but if you've just been in the woods and weren't aware yet, the Evans High School Band Program this year was fortunate enough to have an assistant band director position added, which I think it had been like 7 years. Columbia County, all of the high schools used to have an assistant band director, and then this year, once our enrollment got above a certain number, then you were given that extra position. So we got the position for this school year, and thankfully for you, making sure your kids stay signed up for band, we get to keep that position for next year. But what we do here, it's been made so much easier by having somebody else. It's made my job easier. My job being easier may have made his job a little harder, but we do appreciate Mr. Alberti as well for helping us this year. I think you can also follow Mr. Alberti's fan club on Instagram if you search Alberti at Alberti's. All right, now on to, I promised the booster board that I'm going to try and keep tonight's awards night a little shorter than it has been in the past. So, for those of you who are new to the program, we are used to being here until like 10, 11. You know, we close Evans down on awards night. But I want to start out by just recognizing some groups of students. These are students who have been involved in big portions of our program from the beginning of the year. So when we talk about these groups, if those students will just stand so that you will see the amount of students we have that participate in this, and then we'll move on from there. The first group I want to recognize is our football marching band. So our football marching band members, will you please stand? So this year in the Evans High School Band Program, we tried something that Evans High School did probably up until about 5 years ago. But I think I decided, hey, I'm going to have some extra help, so we'll add some extra work to what we do. So we split our marching band program into two different groups. We have a football group and then a competition group. The football group had about 170 kids in it that you just saw, and their main goal was to play on Friday nights, pep up the crowd, support the community, support the football team. which I think they did a very fine job doing. The next group of students would be the students that participated in the competition marching band. If you will, please stand. So the competition marching band students, their requirements were a little more strenuous because we were focusing on being competition quality. So those students practice 2 days a week instead of just one, and then in the month of October, they also competed at 3 different competitions. Just to give you a rundown of what those competitions, the success we had this year. In October, we competed at the Georgia Contest of Champions at East Jackson High School, where the band received an overall excellent rating. That next weekend, we competed twice at Grovetown. There was an afternoon performance and then an evening performance where we received an overall superior rating. And then that last competition that we competed in, the East Georgia Marching Festival at Statesboro High School, those results were an overall superior rating and superior ratings in all captions. So congratulations again to our youth. Throughout the year, in addition to what we have going on here with the Evans High School Band, with marching band and concert band and jazz band, students also have the opportunity to participate in extracurricular ensembles activities in the way of honor band clinics. So the first one that happens throughout the year is held at Winthrop University. And the way that this process works with all of the honor band clinics is the students fill out an application that they send to me based on their musical resume or what they've been involved in their own band program, if they're involved in music in the community. And then they are chosen to come and participate in those groups with students from the bordering states. So if you were accepted and attended the Winthrop University Band Clinic, would you please stand? In addition to the Winthrop Band Clinic, we also apply for the students to participate in the University of Georgia Jam Fest Honor Band Clinic. It's held in January. And part of this experience too is not only interacting with other students in different states, different parts of your state, who enjoy band just as much as them, but also getting that college experience, spending time on the college campus, interacting with college faculty, that sort of thing. So the students who were part of the Jam Fest Honor Band Clinic, would you please stand? And parents, if your students are not applying for these sorts of things, I encourage you to give them a little harder push to do that. You can talk to any of the students that have done these things. It is a really awesome experience to go, and whereas our wind ensemble here at Evans High School has 42 members in it, and you go to Jam Fest at UGA and you're playing in a band with 125 people, it makes things quite different. So if they are not applying for those things, I ask you to please encourage them to do so. Our district honor band students who make district honor band go through a little more tedious process. They have to prepare required scales and also do a sight reading exercise as part of an audition, and then students that score a certain score for their instrument then are invited to be part of the district honor band that's held in February. So if you are someone who participated in district honor band, will you please stand? are our All-State Band students. So All-State Band is another audition group where you are not only competing against the people in our district, but you are then auditioning against people who play your instrument in the entire state. So with that audition, students have to play the same scales, sight read, and then play an etude or a solo for their instrument. If they pass that audition, then they have to go on to a second audition where they play another etude and do more sight reading. And if they pass that audition, then they are invited into the Georgia All-State Band. And this year we had 2 students, Jasmine Lee and Kate Ford, if you will please stand. Okay, next I want to, as we say at all of our concerts, especially our fall concert, in addition to being in marching band season, we saw our students out in concert band mode right from the beginning. Hopefully you got to hear their performance last Tuesday at the library, but we were very proud of their progress. I even let some of the students in concert band, we went back and we listened to what their fall concert sounded like, and then we listened to the spring concert and listened to how huge of a difference they make it in just 1 year. As part of concert band, our students also participate in large group performance evaluation, which several of you chaperone and come hear us perform. So I would like to recognize each group and their results from that. So concert band students, if you will please stand. So concert band students earned an overall superior rating on stage and a superior rating in sight reading. Symphonic band students, please stand. Our symphonic band students were also very successful at large group performance evaluation with an excellent rating on stage and superior rating in sight reading. And our wind ensemble students, if you will please stand. And our wind ensemble students also had very successful performance with an overall superior rating. The last group of students that I want to recognize collectively are students that participated in the District 10 Honor Jazz Band. So much like District Honor Band, these students had to learn jazz scales in addition to the scales that we were already requiring them to learn, and then sight read jazz music to pass this audition to perform as part of this honor band. So if you were selected for the District 10 Jazz Honor Band, will you please stand? It's okay, I'm going to take a little break and drink some lemonade and ask Kristen to come back in. Kristen has changed this is
despite a popular belief, musical cases do not become magically locked at the end of the school year, only to be opened again come the fall. So it is a privilege of the Band Boosters to award a $150 scholarship to those students enrolled in band that want to go to a summer musical camp. And so I'm going to call the following names, and if you all would come forward, and then we'll recognize them with a round of applause at the end. So from Evans Middle School, Tylee Edwards and Finlay Craig. From Columbia Middle School, Peyton Walski and Arigan Picharagati. And then from Evansville, Grayson McDaniel and Vincent.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The next award we're going to do is the Musicianship Award. This is for students that have scored a 90 or above on their playing assessments all throughout the year. So go back to the beginning of the school year when they first started playing, that very first assessment. That was one of those that counted. The students that were awarded the Musicianship Award are, just come on down as soon as they call your name, Kevin Casual, Nolan Whitaker, Madeline Walker, Jasmine Lee, Destiny Carter, Emily Geiger, Lexi Johnson, Tommy Kinnear, Julian McGahey, Raina Samuel, Gabrielle Tibbetts, Alyssa Willis, Justin DeFalco, Nick Jury, Kate Ford, Michaela Griffin, Wyatt Hayes, Marcus Hudson, Tyler Bell, Christine Chambers, Jeremiah Rivera, Joshua Samuel, Christian Sabo, Jaden Samuel, Mara Sutton, Amari Nutley, Henry Dykes, Adam Wright, Joe Weiss, Aaron Martin, Coach Simpson, Emily Slusher, and Tyler Watson. Give these kids a round of applause. What's cool about this, if you look, a lot of these kids have participated in a lot of the campaigns that we have. A lot of these students are also freshmen and sophomores that are in college bands and college band. They have quite a bit of time to still grow. So please, as we said earlier, if you can, push your students to do bigger and better things. If they're going to do it, make them do it. Make them do it well. Get them into these different opportunities that are here. Because a lot of these students that slings were just called, they can let them handle it. It will be the future of this program. The next award we're going to do is the Tri-M Music Honor Society. This is an honor society that is based around music. It is required that the students participate in some sort of music class. This could be band, chorus, anything music related. They also are a community-based service project organization. So these students that have participated in the Tri-M who will be getting a cord for graduation are Daniel Coley, Kate Kroll, Ankita Shaw, Gabrielle Tibbetts, Jasmine Lee, Tyler Watson, Claudia, Will Sapp, Alan Whitaker, Abby Brooks, Javon Powell, Josh Anderson, and Noah Murray. These kids are up for The next award will be given to the Evans High School Student Leadership for the 2017-2018 season. These students, when I first came in this last year, were the people I think I counted on the most to help get me acclimated with everyone else in the program. This is a fine group of kids, and I'm very proud of how much they've accomplished in the last year. Even though I've only known them this year, it feels like it's been at least 4 years for a lot of these seniors over here. But they are going to go on to bigger and better things. I'm very proud of these students. So the first ones that we're going to do are the officers of the program. For drum major this season, we had Kate Forrell and Daniel Foley. Our most fabulous band captain, Javon Mann. For Woodland Lieutenant, we have Melvin Whitaker. Brass Lieutenant, Henry Dykes. Percussion Lieutenant, Clint Magnuson. Lieutenant, Lynn Rubridge. The majorette captain was Emily Ball. And the guard captain was Ankita Shaw. Now, along these lieutenants and officers, we have a bunch of different section leaders and different kind of managerial statuses where students would be a part of water platoon, equipment manager, and librarian. For section leaders in different sections, for percussion section, we had Will Sapp and Grace Weaverwright. For flute, we had Chloe Young and Conda Kadir. For clarinet, we have Abby Brooks and Jasmine Lee. For saxophones, we had C.K. Watson and Shelby. We had Isaac DeVries and Kennedy Alexander. For horn, we had Marcus Hudson and Justin DeFalco. For trombone and baritone, we have Henry Dykes and Samuel Richardson. Tuba, we had Tyler Watson. The students that served as librarian, which is a very, very vigorous job, which takes a lot of time throughout the year, were John Doe and Daniel McLeod. Our equipment managers were Michaela Griffin and John Doe. And our water platoons were Bobby Dickey, Ryan Gill, Asher Grimby, Grayson McDaniel, and Cope Simpson. Let's give one more round of applause for this outstanding leadership.
Okay, so the next group of students we want to recognize are students who have lettered in different parts of our band program. So students can letter in band. Our guard students can letter in guard or letter as majorettes. And the students who participate in jazz band can also letter. So if it is a student's first year lettering in that activity, then they will receive their letter. If it is a student's second or third, even fourth year in some cases, they've already received their letter, so they will receive a bar to go on their letter. So our guard students, or let me stop saying guard. Our auxiliary students, which are our guard members and our majorettes. In order to letter in auxiliary, they have to complete 2 full years and then meet the requirements for a marching patch, which means they don't miss any performances, they don't have any unexcused absences from rehearsal as well. So I will call out the name and then I'll also say whether they are receiving a letter or a bar. The first one is Hannah Urbanek, receiving a letter. We have Ann Sample receiving a letter. Chloe Rouse receiving a letter. Alicia Prasad receiving a letter. Kaylee Morris receiving a letter. Sarah Molasco receiving a letter. Julia Molasco receiving a letter. Amber Dees receiving a letter. Linda Branson receiving a letter. The following students are members of our auxiliary who are receiving a bar because they have already lettered in band. Those students are Courtney Woodcox, Ankita Shaw, Emily Powell, Abigail Morgan, Allison Jay, Let's give all of those auxiliary members another round of applause. The next group of students who have lettered will be the students who have lettered in jazz band. The requirements for jazz band are a little different. So to letter in jazz band, students must participate in jazz band for both semesters and attend all scheduled performances. So that means a student will participate in the fall semester, perform on our Cool Yule holiday jazz concert, and then they will participate second semester in rehearsals and performances as well. We had one student who is receiving a bar in jazz band for having lettered before. That student receiving a bar is Alex Powell. And then the following students are receiving letters. Again, these students participated in jazz band for the entire year, and they attended all rehearsals and performances. Those students are Tyler Watson, Amara Buckley, Amara Southern, Childs, Samia Johnson, and John Doe. Come on, John. Let's give our jazz students another round of applause. And then the last group of students who are lettering or receiving the bar this year are students who have lettered in band. And to letter in band, it is, I don't want to say it's difficult, but there are several requirements. Just to give you an idea, to letter in band, students must participate in marching band. They must receive a rank during marching season, which means they pass off their music and receive an 85 or higher. They have to be eligible for a marching patch, which means they've missed no performances. They have no unexcused absences. They have to have received the musicianship award, which you heard earlier means that they have scored a 90 or better on all of their playing tests. They have attended all performances, and they participated in all District 10 events. Like I said earlier, they participated in OGPE, and they auditioned and or participated in District Honor Band. So those students, the students receiving a bar, this is who are not first timers. First we have Nicholas Drury. Henry Wright. Jasmine Lee. Gabrielle Tibbetts. Tyler Watson. And Nolan Whitaker. And then the students who are receiving a letter in band for the first time, we have Tyler Kale, Michaela Griffin, Wyatt Hayes, and Christian Sabo. Again, let's give all these students a round of applause.
I'm back again. Alright, so the next award we're going to do is a series for outstanding freshmen, outstanding sophomore, and outstanding junior. Someone's excited. So the outstanding freshman award, this, as the name goes to probably the most outstanding freshman. This is someone that participates in just about anything and everything that we do, auditions for the things, regardless of making it or not. Is always there when we need them, whether it's before school, after school, to help clear down, move stuff around. This person has come in and has just blown us away with the amount that they do as a musician and just as a person. So the Outstanding Freshman Award this year goes to Christian Sabo. The Outstanding Sophomore Award goes to a student who not only excels as a person, is probably one of the most humble people I've met. They think they're not as good as they are, but probably one of the best musicians that I've met. There's a long-standing joke that she makes me, but the Outstanding Sophomore this year is Jasmine Lee. The Outstanding Junior is a natural born leader. This person that is receiving this award is always here, always ready to go, always ready to help. You don't even have to ask them, they're already doing the things that you need them to be doing. They are in an excellent position, they participate in everything. He's so on top of his game that I usually assume he's leaving us next year because he's so mature with the things that he's doing. The outstanding junior this year is Nolan Whitaker. The next award is the Woody Herman Jazz Award. This goes to an outstanding jazz musician who participates in anything and everything that we have jazz band, who excels. The person that is receiving this award is one of the coolest guys I know. He's always happy, always on top, ready to do anything and everything that there is. Loves band. I mean, just absolutely loves band. Loves every aspect of it. Loves the people in it. Great musician, talented, has been growing so much this year. The Woody Herman Jazz Award is going to Addison Simpson this year.
The next award on our list is the Holly Spivey Award. And for those of you who are new to the program and may not know the story of the Holly Spivey Award, it is given in honor of a former Evans High School band student who she and her family were killed in a house fire several years ago. So this award is giving for a student who sort of embodies what Holly Spivey stood for. I was not here when Holly was here, but being around the program and hearing the stories, Holly was a student that loved band and loved all of the people in band and always wanted to be the best she could be, to make the band the best that it could be. The community lost someone special when Holly and her family were taken. So every year, Holly was a junior when she passed away. So every year this award is given to a junior band student. And this year, the Holly Spivey Award is given to Bobby Dickey. Ms. Dykes will probably fuss at me for this later, but this year we added a new award to our list, and this award, which is the Leonard Bernstein Musicianship Award. It's so new I forgot what it was called. But this is a student who contributes 100%, and a student who not just loves band, but loves all things music. And the recipient this year is someone who has been very special to the Evans High School band program and will be graduating. He has been a member of our wind ensemble. He's been a member of our front ensemble for marching band. He also sings and plays piano. So our first ever Leonard Bernstein Musicianship Award is going to Nicholas Drew. Okay, the next award comes with a story. So the Director's Award is normally given to one senior band student, right? It's sort of been the tradition, but not a change of what the tradition is. Monroe gets next year, right, Ms. Stubbs? But she's not listening. So the Director's Award is normally given to a student who just, you know, last year I set it as my goal as this is going to be the pain in the rear end student, because they're like always like a thorn in your side, but they're always there. They always do what you need them to do, but they're still always nagging you, nagging. So the situation we came to this year is like, well, the senior class has so many. The senior class has so many that just nag, and we love you, but we couldn't make a decision. So we were like, well, there's 2 band directors now, so we'll have 2 Directors Awards, because he has a thorn in his side and I have a thorn in my side. But the story that goes with this is we didn't decide this until after we had ordered the awards. So like the pain at my side doesn't have an award yet. So that was my bad. But this year's Directors Awards are going to Daniel Coley and Jamal Fowler. Jamal is the pain at my side. Our final 2 awards tonight, the Patrick S. Gilmore Award and the John Philip Sousa Award, are both senior awards that are essentially and traditionally given to the top 2 band students in the program. These are students who throughout their high school career have participated in honor band clinics, they've participated in District 1 State Band, they've auditioned for District 1 State Band, they've been part of the jazz band, they've been in the marching band, and they've done this consistently. These are also students who have earned the Musicianship Award, who they have lettered in band throughout high school. They have contributed to the success of the program. So these last 2 awards, the first one, the Patrick S. Gilmore Band Award, goes to Kate Forrell. And the John Philip Sousa Band Award goes to Henry Dykes. Okay, and next we will do our customary, we call it the changing of the guard. So what this is our officers who are leaving their positions this year. They are now handing over those positions: drum major, band captain, woodwind lieutenant, brass lieutenant, percussion lieutenant, guard leadership. They are passing on the reins. So if I can get the officers from this year to please come forward. I think they're a little upset with me because I wouldn't tell them ahead of time. And keep this here.
All right, so we hijacked it. I hope you guys are having fun. All right, so this is the traditional give gifts to the band directors. We've tried our hardest not to let anything slip. Javon has done amazing in not letting it slip. Thank you, Javon. Okay. So as Mr. Valia said, we had a student teacher come, and when we first met him, we were like, why is he just standing in the corner? Why is he not talking to us? Is he okay? I'm sorry, I'm out of breath, I just ran in. But Mr. Dunkirk has been so amazing, and I'm so glad that he came to be with us this year. And he's proved to us that he's more than ready to be a teacher, and I wish I was still in band so he could be my teacher, because I can't. Okay, so I spent every morning with this guy, so he was looking at me, so we hurry up. So we went ahead and got him a gift. Mr. Dunkirk, what did we come here to do? So we custom made a hat that says, "Kirk it up" on the front of it. Alright, so the next line of gifts we have are for all three of the band directors. For some reason, band directors can't drink regular Coke. So, we got a case of Diet Coke for Mr. Bradley. And Mr. Alberti's Coke is also Zero Coke. Right? Coke Zero. And the same for Mr. Dunkirk.
So, if anyone asks Mr. Alberti what his two favorite things are, he'll tell you Captain America and the Circle of Fifths. The two. You can feel great superhero.
Now, if he tries to hit you with that shield, I'm so sorry, because he's gonna try. Okay, so this next gift goes to Mr. Bradley. So we were trying to decide what a gift we should get him. Something that he's gonna remember us by, something that he's gonna laugh about, and something hopefully he cries about. So. I'm gonna show you guys what it is first. We custom made a blanket with pictures from Bradley close up. And we put pictures of things he reminds us of. The moon emoji, Pitbull, and an egg.
Hello, everybody. These gifts that we have for Miss Bradley and Miss Alberti are not as funny. Not as funny. So we have two pictures. For both of them. We have memories that they shared with us this year. You have Mr. Bradley with his baby girl, and we have Mr. Alberti, who announced he's having a baby girl. So
Eat.
next thing we are going to do is changing of guard. Our percussion lieutenant could not make it here tonight, so I will be announcing next year's percussion lieutenant. Will Sack.
So this year has really been a thrill dealing with all of the guard and just majorettes in general. And honestly, I couldn't be more proud to hand down our positions to 3 people because we have so many girls next year, 35 to be exact for football. It's going to be a little harder to deal with, but I'm so proud to pass down this torch. And I actually decided to start a new tradition and create a binder that has kind of warm-ups and tips and stuff and advice for girls if they ever need something to look to if they don't have anyone.
Alright, so I just wanted to talk about some of these people. So, the lieutenant is someone that started off, she was so shy, and I have seen throughout the years that she is such a gracious leader. I'm so proud of her and everything that she does. Our flag captain is someone who always acted like she was captain before she became captain. And she just has a great way of leading as well. And then our weapon captain is someone who definitely is the most approved. I have never seen anyone who has done some of the stuff that she has learned to do in the little amount of time that she has. So our lieutenant is Linda Brinson. And our flag captain is Amber D. And our weapon captain is Emily Powell.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Henry Dykes, and I had the privilege of being this year's brass lieutenant. Before I announce it, I just really want to say thank you to everyone in the brass. This has really been my favorite year as a brass member, and I'm really going to miss it, and I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you give this person the same great experience I had, because y'all are the best. This year's brass lieutenant will be Bobby Dickey.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nolan. I'm had the privilege of leading this year's Woodman Lieutenant. So, first thing, I'd like to acknowledge
So she gave it to Katie as kind of a joke, and it just become this running thing, this running tradition to pass it down to the next wing lieutenant. So yeah, and your next year's wing lieutenant is Jasmine Lee.
I really do feel like I'm at an awards show. I mean, like one of those one on TV. Okay, anyways. So this is my first year as being a drum major. I was saxophone section leader last year, and I swear I didn't know that being a drum major was going to mean this. And I had so much fun this year with Kate and being a drum major, and it was so amazing just because I got to see you guys marching out there, and just got to see the band improve over the months, and it was amazing. I couldn't have had a better year, and then especially with my amazing band director that I love, and I'm gonna miss him, even though he's a pain.
And this was my second year serving as drum major, and I'm so happy that I could have been with DJ, who became like my best friend throughout the year, and I'm just so happy that I end my senior season with him. So without further ado, our two new drum majors are
Nolan Whitaker
and Abby Brooks.
Congratulations, you guys. You guys get the novelty baton.
My name is Siobhan Powell, if you don't know me, and I am the band captain for this year, or I was the band captain for this year. And I am so honored to have that position. I appreciate everybody that has helped me along the way. I appreciate Mr. Bradley and Miss Holiday for leading me, guiding me, and giving me support through the whole thing. So the person for the upcoming band position, I don't even know how to talk. It is a hard, English is a hard language, but I personally got to work with this next band captain, and I can tell you that they are the most humble person, and if you give them a task, I know for sure that they will get it done in no time. So I would like to present to you your next band captain, Michaela Griffin.
Hi guys. Such an honor. I'm sorry. So around a month ago, I was like laying in my living room, not doing anything, and I was like, gee, you know, there's Bradley close-ups and Alberta's beard, and I was just like, dang, wouldn't it be great if Mr. Dunkirk had one? And so I texted up my friend and I was like, yo, it would be great if Mr. Dunkirk had a page. Like, Dunkirk hooks it up, you know? And she was like, well, why don't you make it? And I was just like, I can't handle it secretly. But the page was made around March the 24th, and thank you all for submitting stuff. And my partner and I, Jordan Reagan, who is not here right now, we're the owners of that page. And another thing, I would like to thank the first person who made Bradley close-ups, which was Kyle Johnson. I'm not sure if he's here or not. I don't think he's here. He really wanted to make it to support all of his friends here, but he told me he had finals in the morning. But thank y'all so much.
so awkward.
All right, so the final thing that we're going to do this evening is present the senior class. So for this graduating class of 2018, most of these kids have known each other for at least 4 years and for many 8 years. And I always say at the beginning of the band parent orientation, the band is a very special place. And it's something that the children will take with them for their lifetime. And in a world where we're increasingly fractured by how we're different, band teaches a unique understanding of unity, separate from uniformity, where they work together in a sense of community. As you see these kids come up here, you'll see a wide variety of diversity, and they all come together to create beautiful music and lasting friendships. So as they come forward, you guys start here on your left and make your way over across. So first, Benjamin Agee. Josh Allen. Caitlin Carter. Daniel Cooley. Christian Daggett. Mary Davis. Justin Del Campo. Isaac DeVries. Kimberly Doe, Nicholas Drury, Henry Dykes, Kate Forrell, Emily Geiger, Lynn Groombridge, Catherine Harrison, Shelby Herman, Marcus Hudson, Allison J, Kendar Kadir, Michael Kozlowski, Julian Grace, Madison Liptrot, Clint Magnuson, Noah Murray, Alex Powell, Jamal Powell, Ryan Hughes, Lauren Saunders, Ankita Shaw, Gabrielle Tibbetts, Christian Watson, Grace Wheelerlin, Chloe Young, and Alexander Young. Harrison. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2018 graduating class.
And now for everyone's favorite part, the end of the year slideshow. So if you want to gather around, get cozy.
There's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, no longer sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, the sky comes falling down for you. There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do. Hey, brother. Do you still believe in one another? Hey, sister, do you still believe in love? I wonder. Oh, the sky comes falling down for you. There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
That's for real good this time. So thank you again all for coming. Seniors, congratulations. And the new leadership is, yay. Thank you again for being here.